What's going on? At buck 1565. Oh, me too, buddy. Me too. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Testing 1 2. Switz, what's happening, buddy? What's going on, Dale? S-Rad in the house. There's my buddy Jorge. How you doing, brother? Ray Marks, what's up? What's going on, Mark? Yeah, gonna get that thumbs down sometime. It's coming, I'm sure. Adriana, David, Ambrose. What's up, Chris? What's good? There went that thumbs down. What's up, Hammer? Sanvi. Yeah, I kind of watching it. It's gapping up, man. Apostle 06. Very glad to have you, my friend. Very glad to have you. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Are you in the Discord, Apostle, or are you just here on my YouTube channel? Let me know, buddy. Let me know. Miss Shelley. Money Mike in the house. Michelle. Neil Cox. Boom, baby. Neil Cox, I hope y'all are safe, my friend. I hope you're safe. Low Tread, what's up, brother? Good to see you in here. Okay, Apostle, you're in the Discord too. Cool. Very cool. Doria Ambeba TV. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Tracy Moore. I'm gonna try to update those tonight. My couple of swing plays I got going on. Yeah, PJ Frisco. After talking to Larry and Josh, they've urged me to they felt like the Spy Lord might be boxing myself in too much with YouTube, so wanted to expand as much as I can. I want to grow this channel. Y'all are helping me do that, so I appreciate it. So Doria, I'll just call you Doria. I'm glad you're here. If you're not in the Discord, we would love to have you. If y'all look at the where's the Discord here? If you look over here at the Discord, let me make sure I've got this right. There we go. So whoever was having trouble opening up my sheets, are you talking about the spreadsheet that I did? Thanks, Commander. Yep, 10K is my first goal, Dale Napper. That's my first big goal. Here's the quick rundown on Discord. This is just my channel. If you're brand new to the Discord, when you open it up, you're going to see all these things over here on the left. If you're in the VIP, which I urge you to be in the VIP tier. If you're not, click on the description of this video, hit the top link, upgrade. Use my link and upgrade. Tons and tons of value here. But you can just go down here to Crowned Traders. Right here, it'll say Spy Lord. That's my channel. And you'll see if I post anything, you want to right click, go to notifications. You can do the all messages or at mentions, because every time I post something, I have to tag my own name or everyone. I can only do everyone 2 times a day, so I have to save those for any important notifications. So if you want all my notifications on there, be sure you turn notifications on and check in the at mentions, okay? Now, if you go to this video, if you're brand new also, don't click the play button here. Click the blue YouTube link, go out to YouTube. This will lag and the audio will not be right. Hit the link, go out to YouTube, and it's going to open up. Hit the link, go out to a YouTube page for you. And here we are right now. This is what I'm showing you, right? Now, if you want to support me, if you're not in the Discord yet, you can simply hit where it says description or more right here, and it's this very top link. It'll say wap.com. That is the link to the Discord. You can sign up and you can follow me. I live day trade every single day of the week in the Discord. So if you're looking for help charting, learning your way, I do coaching. I do one-to-one coaching. I do group coaching, group classes. We did a group class yesterday for beginners. We knocked it out of the park. It was phenomenal. We had a great class. I encourage you, if you're a new trader, you're just trying to learn, please join the Discord. If you're in the Discord, take a minute, and if you're needing guidance, you may want to jump in one of these beginner classes I'm going to start doing. I do other classes too for small groups, but if you're brand new, one of the beginner classes would suit you better. So I'll be doing more and more of them. My email is all the way at the bottom right here. It says spy.lordscalps@gmail.com. That's how you can reach me right there, okay? Everything else is in here. If you want to throw a tip or something, you can. Don't feel obligated, please. Webull link is here. TradingView link is here. Blowfin is here. Okay? All right, enough with that. Enough with that business. Let's get some charts. Let me get my people fed. We got to get some TradingView going on up in here. There we go. The market is ripping. Ezra, thank you. The Mona Lisa, I do not have a Discord. I am one of the leaders in the Stocks with Josh Discord. I don't want to leave there. That's like my home. That's where I'm making my home at. I feel like I'm part of the family there and a leader in there, so that's where I'm staying. I'm extremely loyal to Josh, and so if you want me, I would encourage you to come over to the Discord. We would love to have you. I day trade 3 days by myself, and then I'm with Josh for 2 days. Okay, that he trades. Thank you, Yolanda. Garbage Mike. All my trades go through Webull, brother, unless it's like long-term investing. We set this up in the beginner class yesterday. We set this whole setup up yesterday. I gave everybody a force. I showed everybody how to do these charts, how to do your turbo options, and set this whole unit up yesterday. And we set up TradingView yesterday. And we went over what options are, and why they do what they do, and how they move, and all that good fun stuff. Thank you, Love 10 Movie. Thank you. Tesla, please. I got you. John Landon, not Husky. Crazy backer, I'll tell you. They've looked pretty good the past few weeks. Cowboys have, I will say. But Denver, man. Denver looks tough. Tracy Moore, all the coaching I do is like a side service that I do. That's basically my job. And you can email me if you're in the Discord. I will advertise it here on YouTube also, but the next one. If you're in the Discord, I will post as soon as I'm about to do the next class. I'll also be posting it here on YouTube. And you can just email me, and I will give you all the information. I do a lot of free stuff too, but it is a little paid service that I do. My coaching, my one-on-one coaching and group coaching. Okay. Watching Suey a little bit on the side. Y'all know I scalp Suey some. I do like that the daily. I saw this yesterday. I probably should have posted, but we did get a flip up on the MACD on the daily. Y'all know if you know me, I'm a RSI guy. Right there was the trigger, baby. So Suey needs to close over 270, basically 268, 270. I would say 270 to give it a little room, but we need to get like a good 4-hour candle, maybe at least a good 1-hour candle to close over this level. And it may look very appealing. This has been rejected once, twice, 3 times on this line. So we'll see how it behaves after this. I think over 272 gets us back to 284, 285. And if you're running with leverage like I do, that's a pretty good move. You got a lot to deal with up here, but if we break this $3 range, this baby's going back to 340 easy. So got my eye on Suey. For all you crypto degens out there, I keep my eye on it. Really, it's setting up okay, man. Not looking horrible right now. So we'll see what happens. Right? Okay. Charles Waitkind, thanks. Ramen, when I do the group classes, I do them on Saturday mornings, usually 11 a.m. Eastern time. And you get your money's worth, man. I went 3 hours yesterday. I think I went a little over 3 hours yesterday. So, and I always give something back. So one of the people won a brand new 32-inch curved monitor yesterday. Thanks for Google last week. You are welcome. How do I know it needs to close over 270, Mr. Laksa? Well, that's resistance right now. One reason I know that is because it has rejected once, twice, 3 times, and now we're up against it again. This is 4 times we've rejected this level. And that is also where this red candle opened. Same line. This is your previous week's high. This is a pretty big level here we got to break. So that's why I know that. Take his classes. Thanks, Switz. Tyson, you're gonna need the $100 Discord. It has been the middle tier, but it's about to go up in November. So you will want the VIP. I promise you, the information is worth it. Everything extra you get with the VIP. At the same time, I can't sell, take profit when price rises. It works. At Daryl Durr, that's a good question. If you have 2 option contracts at the same time, I can't sell when the price rises. It works if I just have one position. Is that a settings issue or a flaw? That's not a flaw. That's something you're possibly doing wrong, Daryl. So I'm going to walk you through this real quick, okay? And I think I have one leap call over here. Okay. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'll walk you through this one time, okay, brother? I have a couple of leaps on Oxy. Ooh, looky there. That ought to be looking pretty. Now, you're looking at OXY, the stock, and here's the normal turbo screen. If I, for starters, just as long as I have this stock pulled up, it's going to tell me my position. Now, if you had a position here and you already have stop losses on, let's say you have one stop loss for 2 contracts, it's not letting you sell one at a time, right? What you have to do is cross off this stop loss, so whenever you see it down here in this area, I can't do it because the market's closed, but when you see it, there's going to be an X on it. You can just hit that X, cancel the order, okay? You can't sell if you have working orders. You can't sell anything with working orders. Now, if you need to set these separately and you've got it programmed to do a stop loss automatically when you hit the buy button, like I've got that on right now, right? If I hit a buy, it will set the stop instantly at 15% on 2 contracts. Let's say I want to sell one at a time. Well, you have to cancel that stop loss. Put a 1 right here, and then you can hit sell. And it'll sell one, and then you could sell the other. If you've got an auto stop on and you want to use stop losses separately, you need to buy separately. So if you wanted to buy 5, let's say 4 contracts, I would buy 2 and then buy 2 more, like instantly back to back. I would just hit the buy button 2 times, okay? So if you got to set this after, if I just go set a stop loss now, I can right click, go to close position, close by stop loss, take profit. hit that, and it'll start at 20%. You could do it wherever you want. Hit the red button and then hit OK. It won't do it because the market's closed, but that's how you do it. So hopefully that helps you, Daryl. If not, just reach out. Maybe I can explain it better, okay? G-Man, yes, I do classes on volume profile sometimes. The quickest way to set one after is to right click on your position. Close position, hit that, boom, and then it sells. And then it sets one. That's the quickest way. Or you can go to the chart, positions, contract, highlight this, click your take profit, click your stop loss, then take profit, confirm. Do it one more time. Confirm. Okay? That's the quickest way to, 2 quick ways you can do it. All right. Get this off the screen. Let's look at some charts. Hinnock Arya, I will announce the next class when I have it. Christian, are you in the Discord? It's a few videos back on my channel. Garbage mic, no. You cannot set it on the regular screen. This is the chart of Oxy. I cannot set it right here. You can do it under the Turbo Options tab. You cannot move it right here. You're looking at Oxy. You're not looking at the contract. If you want to see the contract on a chart, you go to Positions, click the contract, then the contract's on a chart. But if you're just looking at the underlying asset, it doesn't correlate. It just shows that you have a position. That's it, okay? All right. Yeah, ship leaders. I can do it pretty fast. Yeah. Low tree, you just have to sell independently, you know. If I've got 10 contract, if I bought 10, 185, 10, buy, boom, I'm in. Then I'll go to like 2 right here, and then I'll start hitting sell, 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 sell as it's going. Love 10, yes, you can take any of my classes, even if you're not in Discord. You just email me. Hit the description in the video. Send me an email whenever you see me announce it, okay? Okay. I'm going to move on a little bit here so we can chart, guys. If you're interested in stuff like that, I do that in classes, okay? I can't really stop and do it in the lives too much. Let's go to let's see here. Y'all had a few you wanted me to look at. Did somebody say poet? J Joy, they're all the same, 130. The one-on-ones are about an hour. The group classes are usually 2 to 3 hours. They're long. I go a long time. We interact. We ask questions. It's always good and productive. Okay, yeah. I do want to see Amazon. Let's go to Amazon. And I'm looking at the overnight. Everything's ripping, so that's good. Amazon went to 228. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Where did Nvidia go? 189. All right. So Amazon, I've been screaming this one, y'all. Over 223, as long as we close over 223 or 224. I was getting bullish on it. Amazon is in the overnight session at 227. Okay. Now, I'm looking here. Give me just a moment. That's pretty much what you got. It's coming up out of this channel right now, y'all. Coming up out of it right now. I like the MACD. We got a cross up. I've got an alert for when we hit the 0 line on the MACD. We're already over 50. When we open up tomorrow, we're probably going to be pushing 60 if this continues. Here's Amazon in the overnight session. I'll go to the 4-hour. We're already to 227 up here. We tapped 228. There's Friday's lows. I'm liking it, man. 228 is going to be your next level on Amazon right here. That's where we got slapped at tonight. So, yep, makes perfect sense. There was your last high, y'all. 228.40. Here's your next break across on Amazon. 228.40, 228.30. Right in this neighborhood. Okay. Now, you've got a shelf from Friday, and I'll get comments in just a moment. I'm not looking very well. You're going to have some support here around 223 now, which was previous resistance. And if you look back, that was pretty much this week's high right here, 223.30. So use a good even number. 223 is going to be support. We are at, so I'm going to say 228 is resistance. Okay. $228 on Amazon. And then we will want to hold support here at these previous highs, 225. This will be your levels to watch for Amazon to hold. You got some more support at 223. There you go. Everybody good with that? What's up, Naya? I can't remember what I've got on Amazon, yeah. I got the wrong iPad out. I'll have to look. I don't think I have any Amazon Leaps right now. I got stopped out, I believe. So I'll probably be adding this week. I hear a lot about being overbought or oversold. Do you play into that or just technical strengths, weaknesses? Keith, yes, I use overbought a lot. Anything can happen on earnings. What about earnings? Well, you never know, man. You never know with earnings. So, earnings is this Thursday. If you're going to play Leaps on Amazon and you've not been in them already, like, you might possibly want to wait till after earnings. Anytime you play just earnings on a stock, it's a gamble. So be very careful. Those are your 3 levels you need to watch. And we could get a nice back test to this 225 in the morning and then up. But 228 is going to be your next thing to block, okay, or get across. All right, let's go. What else we got? Yep, Lyft. I'll look at Lyft. Absolutely. Let's see what it's doing overnight. Had a little pop and then a drop. It's not gapping up like everything else. I think I had this at $21. Lyft, to me, is a long-term play for a move back to $32. That's Lyft to me. If we go to the monthly, it's gave us a little bit of a buy signal here on the MACD. We've got the MACD passing through the 0 line on a monthly chart. That's very bullish. Usually when this happens, you get a slowdown or a pullback and to let this signal line catch up and go through the MACD 0 line with it. Now, on the daily, I even like to look at this, honestly, because the MACDs came to the 0 line and flattened straight out right here at the bottom of the histogram. So I like to look at this. I like Lyft. I like Lyft long term for over the next year for a move to 30. And I just kind of been watching these. This $19 area. I want that to hold. That was a good add point. This is a heck of a run up for sure. This is a daily chart. Now, you got a nice shelf up here, but it couldn't hold it. of volume. We ran out of steam and momentum. This has came back down. It's lucky it held this. 1880. Very lucky. It stayed in this general area here. All this volume right here. So it held. 19 is your support on this. And then now you've got to get back over $21. Yep. 21's your resistance. And it's got some stuff to chew through up here. I think it's a longer term hold. I've been buying shares on it, not options. But you can buy long dated options if that's the way you want to go. But this is cheap enough for me to buy shares and still make good. $20 to $30. That's a 50% move on shares. So if I got a 50% move in 1 year, absolutely. What's up, Ari? How are you? Oh man, I'm behind on comments, y'all. One second, y'all. Okay. So that's my look on Lyft. I like the long look of it. If I was going to play options on this, I would be looking at these January 2027s, right? I still like the $20 strike. Look at the open interest on the $20 strike. This is pretty nice. The $15 strike's not bad either, but these are like $800 contract versus $600 a contract. And the $20 strike has 0.67 delta, which is nice. So every time Lyft moves $1, these $620 contracts gonna move almost $70. So Lyft goes $1, this will go to 700, and then 870, and then so this be pretty good contracts. That's the ones I would be doing. Yeah, it's not a bad one to DCA into for a while. Please no more BBAI Poet and Bull. App degrade. I know, man. I know. Everybody's hung up on those. We got to move on. That's for sure. I don't care to look at them right fast, but all right. Nope, I've not done Google yet. Let's do Google. Got a lot of new ones on here tonight, man. Thank you all for coming by. All right. I've been preaching this one for a couple weeks. I hope some people's listened. Now, okay. This is the look I liked the other day when I charted this and put it on my video. We're over 60, y'all. This is to me, this is on breakout. What's it do? What's Google doing overnight? Look at this, man. Boom, baby. Look at that overnight shot straight up to 267. Mikey likey. 264 maybe for support now. Yeah, I like this, man. Let's get a look at the weekly for a moment. Strong, man. Very strong. Very, very strong right now. And look at the monthly. And we're starting to enter into a little bit of overbought territory on the monthly. So let's look last time on Google when we got this pullback, right? We got up to 74 on the RSI, as we did the time before. I will note that is not the highest the RSI has been, and we're just now at 74, 75. So this has got room. This has got room to go. The momentum is there. Look at that monthly candle so far, y'all. This is stout. So again, this is what to be careful with this week. Earnings. So you can buy shares. This is Chris. Shares are being traded, and then other markets are open. The price is easier manipulated, I'll say, because the volume's not there. But this is a pretty strong, I mean, look at all of the Mag 7 here overnight. Here's the QQQ. SPY. Netflix did not pop. Palantir pop. Apple pop. Meta, yes. Nvidia, yes. Google, yes. Amazon, yes. AMD, yes. AMD's on my radar right now too. Tesla, not really. I mean, it has some, but Tesla is coming off of a down day on Friday. So it had this monster move Thursday, sold back off Friday. I mean, it gapped up some. 434 to 440. Normal move for Tesla, not that big a deal. Microsoft gapped up. That's pretty much it. TTD is up some. American Eagle doesn't really trade much. PayPal popped up pretty hard, I noticed. And our UPS plays up some. Okay. So pretty strong across the board on the overnight. Yeah. So let's look at Google for just a moment. Let's check this right here, y'all. It got smacked at 267. Right here. Okay. That's going to be our resistance for now. Now, Friday's highs 261.50. So we need to see Google stay, when we get up in the morning, we want it to stay in this range here. Maybe come back to 261.50 for a back test. Right now it's showing 262.50 for some support. And then you had you got a small shelf right here. About 259, okay? 258.90. All right. 258.90, 261.50, and then 267. There's your three levels on Google. Mark those on your charts, okay? Just want to see something. $257.50. About 257, 57.30. That's the high of that shelf back here. You might want to mark that too. Okay? So screenshot that if you need to. Alright, everybody good with me? MELI. Not familiar with this. I don't know what this is, brother. Who's asking me? Darshan. LaShonda, if you go to Webull, go down here to the bottom, turn on nighttime mode where it says extended. Right next to it, it'll say night. And then put yourself, you can't be on a daily time frame. You have to be under a daily to see what's going on. Like a 5 minute, you know. South American Amazon, MELI. I'm not familiar with this, my man. Sort of looks like yeah. Looks like it's found some support here. Oh man, just not very familiar with this. You gotta flip on your MACD on the daily down here. It's leaning a little bit bullish. You could be getting an inverse head and shoulders started here. If this formed a right shoulder, your resistance is going to be this 2280. That's your resistance right there. This could come up, test it, and then back test this 2150 area. Right there. 2150 needs to hold a support. And then about 2025 on the downside of that. And then 2280 on the top side. That's your three biggies, okay? Hopefully that helps you, buddy. All right. Somebody's asking for team. I don't know what about team. TEAM. It's up a little bit in overnight session to 165. That's not enough. It's got to get over. Yeah, you're gonna have to clear 168.80 right there. This 168.80. That's your biggest bar. That's your biggest volume bar you're dealing with here. This is the daily. Don't mind the look of it right here. This has got to get a little bump up here to get over this hump, man. It is. Looked to me like it was unable to break resistance. This is resistance. 168.80. That is resistance. Right back here too, same thing. This could be trying to form another inverse head and shoulders. You got a shoulder here and a head here. This could be bullish. Trying to come out of that. If this broke over this about this 170 area, 173. 173. It's got some room back to 192. Really needs to make a push here. So your RSI on the daily, you might watch for this to bounce off of 50. You get a pull back here to 50 and a bounce. See if this will then break 60 on your RSI. That could get you over the hump. Otherwise, you'll have to treat 160 as your support. Yeah. And 161. Right there. Okay? Hopefully that helps you with team, okay? Oh, man. ASST, y'all. I think I looked at that. Ain't that a penny stock? Somebody else asked me about this. Yeah, it's penny stock, penny investment. It's got a cool look on the daily. So I would want this to bust over 40 on your RSI. It's got the look. No doubt about it. It's got the look. But what's up, buddy? What's up? Really, it's got to get over 125. Okay. This is going to be, if you're going to play something like this, it's pure momentum. Over 125 could push you to 150. There's not much. I charted this for somebody the other day. This would just be momentum. Thing is, there's just not much up through here. So if this took off, 250's on the table. 240 to 275. That's possible. These penny stocks can do it. It's got a gap, little gap up to 160. So that's how I would probably treat it. Anything under 92 cents is no bueno. All right. That's ASST. Somebody said Clove. Let's look at Clove. All right. Clove. Yeah. Well. There you are. At resistance, man. Might as well call it $4. $3.90. $4, something like that. $4 be your breakout trigger. The real move on this was the break over 330 back there. Let's look at the weekly. This could get juicy over $4. You could get back to 5 pretty quick. I mean, that's a nice move. 490. Very easy. This is the weekly. Cup and handle. Y'all have seen this before. I took you through it with serve. So it's got the pattern. Does it have the gas to get there, you know? This was a nice volume bar on this week. Ultimately, $4 is your trigger on Clove, okay? $4 is your trigger. 330 would be your support under you right now. 330 and then 250. So penny stock, penny investment. These are those ones that, you know, you've been, if you have it on your radar, you can throw a little money at it down through here at $1. Like, you got some money you don't care about or whatever, and then you get an explosion like this, you're sitting pretty. All right. Hopefully that helps. I'm so far behind. Spencer, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Let's do hymns. Everybody hanging with me? Everybody good? What's up, Troy? I cannot keep up. Circle. Do you think it's a good moment to buy leaps on SoFi? Spencer, yeah, you could do you could take position over that $1.25 on the cross of it, but then treat $1.25 or $1.20 as your get out. If you wait on a 10-minute to close on a penny stock, you're probably gonna miss it if it takes off. Okay, Hims. Okay. Man, where'd my mouse go? Really? Hang on, guys. I got technical difficulties. Where's my mouse? The beauty of a Mac. I got another Mac over here. It's okay. I guess I'll just use that mouse. Okay. You're in consolidation here, man. Straight up consolidation. You can see that RSI is just not breaking 60. 40 to 60, 40 to 60, 40 to 60. This could be your lows. 46.80. And then I would treat 41. Yeah. $46.80, 41. What's it doing overnight? Hims gapped up a little bit. It's at 50, 49.77, 50. Here's your weekly high, y'all. Right there. 52.50 would be your first breakout. And 51, then 52.50. Here's your two resistances. 46.80 support. All right. Right there. This is a little neutral to me, but this could be at the bottom of the range. If that don't hold, it's a straight shot back to 41. So be careful. 46.80, maybe even 46 could be your stop right here. Okay. Good? Oh, Lord. Thank y'all. Matt, could you give a quick expression on how you line up the volume profile with supports resistance to use the tops of the bars, etc.? Limitless Society. That is a lot in that. ASST. I just looked at ASST. Whoever asked that. 2004 Yo Boy. I just looked at that for everybody. Alright, everybody wants to see bull. It's back to 1180 or so. I mean, this is... If it's going to move, it's going to get a move off the bottom down here. But it needs... This has been my thing with bull. No real volume is stepping in. $12 is still the... That's still resistance for me. And I think it was 1050 or 10. Yeah. It's previous high. Yeah. 1075. I do like that the MACD's starting to curl. And I think the way that's kind of how we had it. Descending bullish channel. This is pretty close right there. So if it's going to hold, and I think it'll hold, I don't know that it'll give up $10. It's not a bad place to buy this, but until and any guys, you know, I ain't no financial advisor, so anything I'm telling you here tonight, this is education. Education. This is just to help you with your charting, okay? This is not meant for you to go dump $1 million in or buy, sell, or hold, okay? Now, saying that, if this broke over 12, I think it's got room. I really do. I think this mouse is completely dead. Put it on charge. Okay. I think over $12 this has room. But we need momentum. Here's your biggest, here's the top of that shelf, $11.99. So that's what I'm telling you, $12. $12 is the trigger for breakout. If I was going to buy, sure, I would love to buy between 11 and 1050 or maybe 1075 for the possibility of a run back to the top of this channel. If it gets to the top of this channel, I mean, it's a decent move. Nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this. This is a nice formation. We just want some action down here on the RSI. And it's starting to, so it don't look bad to me. It doesn't look bad to me. I would love some volume to step in. It's kind of low on the volume. What's up, Deshaun? Yeah. How many we got in here, y'all? Boom, but daggone, wow. 340 of you rascals. You bunch of rascals. I need to get the There we go. I got to get some sound effects in here for everybody. Boom, baby. All right. IREN, everybody's saying. Did I type that wrong? Yeah. IREN. Okay. I like the daily on it. Overnights broke out to 67. So that's bullish, man. That's nice on this one. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this, man. And really, if you had this on your radar and you charted it, let's take it back to April. April lows. There went that thumbs down. Thank you so much. Be sure to tell your grandmother hi when you get done playing video games in the basement. All right. I'm just playing. I still love you. Now, look where this held, guys. Look at this volume shelf here. Look why this held right here. I will say all this down through here was accumulation. You can look back and see it was all accumulation. It was a great buying opportunity. And it's built a few shelves on the way up. So this thing has ran up, though, on some lower volume, I'll say. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Let's look at a weekly. Now, look how hot that is, man, on a weekly. Whew. Insanity. 92 on the RSI. I don't like that weekly candle from the previous week. Going to the daily, this could just be a dead cat bounce off of this big sell-off that went from 73 all the way to 50. So be careful with this. This has had a pretty good run. $48 support, now $56 support. Here's the bottom of this shelf. Right where that candle closed, that green candle. See that? $56 support. And then this is already to 67 overnight. Let's mark that 67's right here. Well, I would maybe consider I would maybe trade this up some. I don't know that I want to go too long term on something like this after that kind of move. I would play it with momentum and wait for breakouts. Be how I would play this. It looks pretty strong still, though. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Not much to say on that stuff. Are you expecting a special hour on Wednesday for trade? Maybe, Commander. Maybe. Yeah, let's look at American Eagle. That's one of my swings. Wow, look at there. This is really... Give me a second, guys. This mouse is killing me. Keeps resetting. Oh yeah, 4%. That's what happened. I guess it's getting old. Okay. We got back into this. I think we played this really nice. Over 18 is going to be another breakout. That's resistance for right now too. $17.92, $18 is going to be your resistance. Overnight American Eagle, it tapped 1676. There's not much trading on this overnight though. So really we want to go back. Most recent support is going to be here around the $16 range. Okay. So these previous highs. Yeah. 16 bucks. Then 16.80 for your next breakout on American Eagle. I still like the look of it. Look at this daily. MACD's about to cross through the zero line, hopefully. So that's what I'm waiting on. If we get that cross up and the move back over 60, then I think we got another round up to 18 and maybe beyond. If we get across 18, we're back towards 20. Be a nice little move from our entry. This is a possible inverse head and shoulders here. Here's your left shoulder, head. We'll see if we get another right shoulder to form up in here. And then we would want to break out over this like 2050 level. So if we make our way up, reject, come back here and form our right shoulder, the break over 24 would be rockets away. That's how I'm looking at it and playing it, and I'm only on shares on this. So even on that big pullback after the explosion that we had, it held 50, bounced, and the MACD didn't cross down. So that's bullish. It basically retraced, filled this gap, and bounced. I like that. Yeah, not looking bad. All right. As I'm trying to get to as much as I can. There's no way I can get it all though. Do you usually trade just inside the money or just outside the money? Garbage when I'm scalping and day trading. Early in the week on individual stocks, I'll go a strike out, maybe 2 strikes out. Or I stay right at the money. It's the easiest thing to do. Last thing I see here is ACHR. Man. It's slowing down. Maybe. That's the weekly. daily here. Yeah. Ascending bearish channel in this. Now, it's going to have resistance here at 13, man. 1370. 1380 would be resistance. It looks like it's trying to start curling back here on the daily a little bit. If I was going to play this, I would see how it reacts on the RSI with the signal line. Wow, she took off overnight, huh? Where's this at? 1190. Nice little pop. Okay. Immediate resistance right here on this green candle. Look at that. $12 neighborhood. So you're going to have to get through 12. Yeah. $12 resistance. Right now. Going to have to get through $12. And then I would treat... What is this on Webull here? About 11 as support for right now. 1090 makes good sense. 1080, 1090. Right? I do sort of like it. If this gave another cross up on your RSI down here, see if you get another daily cross on the MACD, you could get another run up to these highs. Now, if it busts through this, it'll take off. These are a couple nasty looking candles up at the top, though. A lot of selling right there. And it makes sense. These are previous all-time highs numerous times, right? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times it's been denied there. So your big break's over 1360. That's your big breakout. Okay? Crypto King official tweet. What was that on? ACHR? Let's look at the news here. Archer stock will surge over the next 5 years. Here's one reason why. Let me look here. I'm looking. Could be a good one. Major deal with Korean Air for up to 100 of its Midnight eVTOL aircraft for use in South Korea. Y'all see, where'd y'all see that at? Yahoo Finance. It's like stuff with growth with Korean Air. I don't know. Maybe keep that on your radar. I think that's the big triggers here. $12 and then $13.50. All right. Let me get my comments here. That was last week's news, Ambrose. Yeah. I ain't crazy about it. Thanks for hanging, Dale. I want to look at AMD for this week. It's something that's caught my eye. I had Google 2 weeks ago. That's done really well. I really liked the movement and the look of this after Friday because we just broke these highs here, right? At 242.20. And when I look at AMD, even in the overnight session right now, man, it's showing a lot of strength. So it's already at 262. This could be a beautiful move coming up here over the next few days to a couple weeks. 242 would have been your previous highs, or 243. Let's go 243. Yeah, it makes sense. About 243. So Friday had a nice volume shelf formed here at 249. The high of it being around 252. We're already 10 points above that. So I'll have to look at it in the morning. I'm not going to buy this right out of the gate unless something changes in pre-market. So keep your eye on AMD over the coming days. Again, earnings this week. What is this? Next week. Tuesday, November 4th. So this could take a big old run into earnings and then have some trouble. I don't know. But I'm imagining this thing's really stout right now. Let's keep that on your radar. Could be a good play for the next couple of weeks for a swing. I was going to swing this. I'll have to look in the morning. See where it's at. It's formed a little shelf here at 259 overnight. Here's the overnight. So see the strength in this? Apple and all this stuff. Well, Meta also. Meta's ripping. Google fired up and now it's plateaued. Same with Amazon. It's flagging. AMD's still climbing. So that's a lot of strength going on right now with AMD. Keep that on your radar. And I'll look at one or two more before I go. Everybody good? I love y'all. I appreciate you. Give me 1 second, Joe. IRMD Ambrose? Is this right, brother? I don't know what this is, my man. Wow. $68, $60, $75. I don't know if you play options on this or not. I've not looked at the options change. 68's got good support. It got over its hump. Let's look at the weekly. This thing looks stout, Ambrose. I don't know, man. Does it trade overnight? No, it don't. It's a momentum play, buddy. If this is something you're interested in, it doesn't even have a pre-market, I don't think. Yep. Did I miss a super chat request? I thought I got it. Ambrose, that was okay. That's what this is. Never mind. Yeah, buddy, I like it, Ambrose. If I was going to catch a pullback, maybe 77. Yep, right there. $77.50 or 78. This could hold if you caught a quick pullback here, man. Otherwise, I would play breakout over highs 79, and then I'd use 79 as my get out. You could back up and use 78 and give it a little bit of room somewhere in that neighborhood. It's on fire though, man. It is absolutely on fire. Yeah, look at that move. They must have got some news or something. This is explode. See, you do get these explosions up and then pullbacks. So this is a pretty explosive candle. Just like this one back here, it gave some continuation. Here's your explosive candle. Could get some continuation off this up into the mid 80s, 84, 85. That's sort of how I would do it, man. I hate buying stuff up there that high, but I get it. It works. Just be careful with it. Yep, I do shares. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm picking stuff that's gone. They're gone, man. They're gone. SNDK. Oh. SanDisk Corporation. It is. I don't know what to say. It hit 198 in the overnight session. Must have got some news. So, yeah, I don't. Fun with Emily. I don't know what. Yeah, is it a short squeeze? Yeah. Investor fiscal. Yeah. Be careful with it. Be very careful with it. These things don't go forever. You got consolidation down here. This thing's probably going to consolidate some. You got, when you get an explosion, you have to have some consolidation or a pullback, right? So 172, and that's too far away to use that as your only support now. So I'd probably use, you could use Friday highs as your support. Probably the best thing for you to do. 183 to 185 as support. It's already to 190 almost. Yeah, 198. It's all the way up here. So I wouldn't touch this until opening tomorrow and see how it reacts. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's gone though. It is all-time highs, yeah. Straight up all-time highs. Yeah. Oh man, I've had a good time, y'all. Appreciate you. I can't stay on all night. Sound. Sort of looks like it's struggling up this way. Hit 22 again up here at these all-time highs. 24. What's it doing overnight? 1855. Yep, 19 is going to be your first resistance here. What did I say? 1855. It went to 1870. 1870 and got smacked. Yeah. 19 be your first breakout. That's going to be about the same as, what is this, Tuesday highs. So, yeah, 19, 1920. There's your first resistance on the way back up. Support. Here's your Friday low, 1790. I would use it if I was just swinging this or trading it. I would start here. Then 2040. $16.60. That's your supports. That's this week low. That's the highs from back here. 1650 area. There's your four targets, two on each side. 1650, 1790, 1920, 2040. That's how I would play sound for right now. Okay, there's your second thumbs down. Always appreciate the feedback. Oh, because you appreciate me coming on my Sunday nights. Here's your bulk of your problem right here. And you see without, where's the high of this shelf? 1920. Tell me I'm wrong. Telling you, that's where it's at. 1790 is your support right now. The daily on this is still in bullish hands. Your MACD is still above the zero line. It's not lost the zero line in a long time. Since May of 25, right back here. Has it been under the zero line? So you see how price action here was April. Check that out. There was the first crossover. Right? Since this crossover, this MACD barely dipped into the zero line and has created what? Pretty much higher highs the whole way up through here, right? So this is still in bullish hands. But there's just been some volatility in it. So let's go look at the price action now with it. Now look. This probably is dipping for the next run up. And ultimately you're going to have to break these new high. You're going to have to break 22 up here in order to continue this run. Here's the only problem. You're back here at all-time highs. This is going to be some issues for it. Now, if this MACD can't continue to support or the RSI don't continue, this RSI will fall under 50, and the cycle is going to be broke on this trip up. With Soundhound. Right. That is a bearish ascending channel in my eyes on Soundhound. Right. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate the heck out of you. I can't do no more, guys. I'm really tired. I can't stay on no more. So I have had a great time. I always love hanging out with you all. I've been on here for almost 2 hours, so that's as far as I can go. I appreciate it. If you want to have more of this content, more interaction, if you're not in the Discord, man, hit the description in the video. Come join me. I promise you, you will get your value. If nobody else gives it to you, I'll give it to you. I promise you that. Hit the description in the video. Hit that top link. That supports me. That lets me do this as much as I do this. Come join us in the Discord. If you're in there and you want to support me, you can resubscribe under my link. It's okay to do that. You can do that. You can let yours go and then resub using my link. It helps me out tremendously. I appreciate everybody that does that already. There's tip jars in there. Don't feel obligated to do that. I love you and work hard for you either way. And be careful this week. Got a lot of earnings coming up. I don't want to get too overhyped with these explosions that we're having. We've had some good weeks here lately, or a good several days. Day trading's been great. SPY's gotta continue showing us some strength. $700 SPY by the end of the year does not surprise me a bit. 678 is next breakout, and we hit that overnight already, right? 682. We're at 682 on the SPY. If we get good earnings this week with some big tech, we're primed to rip, man. As I look at one thing here on SPY real quick. Look at that RSI down here on the daily. All this did was just come back, bust through 60, and the MACD's flipping back up. So we got that gap up back there on Friday. Here was your previous high, 674. We busted through that. It looks good to me. We get a dovish Fed and good earnings. I'm definitely not no perma bear. Look at that big candle. That scared a lot of people out, but it really came down and retested previous supports that we bounced off of 2 or 3 times. Look at that. Look at that line right there. Look at that. It used to be resistance. It got broke here, became support. This one never got to it. Support. Now I think 674 might become our support, and we'll see if we even get back to test that. Right now we'll see. We're already at 682 overnight, so be careful this week. Control position size. Control your position size. Don't overtrade. We got some good swings on the table. We'll see what happens with TTD this week, American Eagle, and DraftKings. If you're in DraftKings with me, trying to give this thing a little bit of time. I'm only in shares. Everything else we've done pretty good on. UPS, that was my other one. It's back up to 88 overnight, so I'm still in that. Guys, I appreciate it. I love you. If you're in the Discord, I'll see you in the morning. If you're not in the Discord, why aren't you in the Discord? If you're not in there, just come hit that top link. Come join me, right? Love you. Peace.